And under lights here at the Wanneroo Joondalup Lacrosse Club. We've had a couple of cracking games for the start of the day. We've had golden goals, and it's been golden goals, and it's just exciting lacrosse here. And tonight we have Western Australia A up against Queensland. Winner of this goes through to the 3-4 final tomorrow to play Victoria. So a little bit on the line for this one into the bronze medal game. And as Queensland are ready to run on, and our officials out on the field there, as the WAA guys start to find their spots on the bench to run on here. And if you have just joined us, welcome to the Australian Lacrosse Network on a, what I'll say is a beautiful Saturday night, forgetting which days are which at the moment. But Saturday as Australia A comes on the field in their splendid gold uniforms. And then Queensland will be clapped on here. There's another game we're going to bring you after this one, and it will be the Australian under-20 girls who are off to the World Cup in August, and they will be playing the New Zealand select side. So stay tuned. There's lacrosse all night if you've got nothing to do on a Saturday night. And if you've just turned the footy off because, well, things are happening in Western Australia, and I don't want to rip any Band-Aids, but North Melbourne getting up over the West Coast by 9 points. So what we know in sport, anything can happen. South Australia, golden goal victors in the men's against Victoria, who were stacked. So South Australia will get a chance to, go back-to-back for national champions. And the women, South Australia, got knocked out in golden goal. So it's WA Victoria tomorrow. There's only been one goal between every time those three states had played. But ball's going to be in the centre here. And we're going to have a face-off. Spencer Drinkle in there. And just trying to get a number for the face-off for WA. So McGregor Allen on the wing here against Tom Barrett. So ball about to be set. And ball gets down there to Jackson Bowen. Ball down the back corner. WA into offense first. As substitutions come on, Afiq Jackson looks to create some offense, tries a little fake flip, doesn't, gives it back up the top there. Jack Cooper picks the ball up, kicks it to Jed Martella. Martella rips it over there to Adam Giragin. Ball down the back, goes to run Afiq Jackson off the foot. Oh, picked up here, and that is Sebastian Hardis. Used to be a shorty, now a longie. Queensland, they got the first 2 goals against South Australia. Ball to be won on the deck. Still a fight on there for the ball. And picked up by Keanu Chinsky. And pops it up to Donald Wild. Wild throws the fake. Not there. And kicks it down to Max Sadka. Sadka looks to roll inside, does get inside. Runs around, looks up the top, fires up and over. And that one's gone into the car park out there from Sherazian. Ball down the back corner. Running the fake, coming around the right is Bowen. Bowen looking to step inside, trying to tiptoe the white line of the crease there. Ball comes back to Afiq Jackson. Jackson kicks the ball up to Cooper. Cooper looking to go left on the shorty. Cooper rolls backwards on the right. Cooper fires, and good save there from the keeper. And he had a fantastic night last night, Jeremy Beck, with MVP performance against South Australia. And ball will start down the back there. Sadka passes the ball over. Good cut there from Jackson. Jackson loses the ball. Narby picks the ball up. He's got the WA helmet on, trying to blend in. Ball kicked up to be one on the deck. And we've got a flag here. We got a slash on WA by the look of it. And that is going on Jack Cooper. So Queensland will start with a man-up opportunity here with the ball in the stick of Dillon. Dillon over to Narby. Narby. And the ball kicks down the back, given to Barrett. Barrett. He's up to Estaclet. Estaclet. As the ball ends up down the back here with Luca Dillon. Luca Dillon. Kicks the ball over. Looks inside. Just misses the handle of the ball. And are we going to see a coast-to-coast again like we did against South Australia? Gawadi Reyes went coast-to-coast for the first goal in the South Australian game. And has he got what it takes to get it again? Ball there. Jacob Meller trying to create it. Kicks it straight up there to Estaclet. Estaclet looks inside. Kicks it to Narby. Narby fires off Gawadi Reyes. And Gawadi Reyes with the first on there for WA. And penalty's been released and an outlet. Great outlet from Reyes. Reyes puts WA into offense. He's got Ashby Farrell coming down the right-hand side with the long stick, but decides to pull it out. Farrell. Ashby just coming back into defense to send the shorty down into the sub. And ball will head there to Clancy Buckley. Buckley down the back to Cooper. Cooper. And the ball rotates down the back. Finds Jackson. Jackson just directing traffic here. Ball up to Tristan Jensen. Jensen back to Jackson. Jackson just didn't take that cleanly in the stick. Jackson looking to go inside. Looks up. Fires. Just put under immense pressure there was the shorty. And it's picked off. Coming back the other way. That is Tommy Barrett. Got two here yesterday against South Australia. But ball picked up there by Mitch White. And Whitey will look to kick it up here to Estaclet. Estaclet. Kicks it over to Luca Dillon. Substitutions just happening on the outer side there as we see Iulano come on. Christian will carry the ball down the left-hand side. Just asking to come up, trying to invert the shorties here as coming up around the corner there is Jacob Meller. Meller, ball up here to Dillon. Dillon kicks it over to Glass. Glass picks it off his toes. Almost like Glass slippers there. He's taken it off of. Ball back to Dillon. Dillon looks to get inside. Oh, rolls back into a monster hit and picked up by his WA opponent. But the ball is thrown at the long 6 feet and ball ends up back with Christian. Mitch White is picked up there by Keanu Chinsky. Rolling up is Glass. Glass kicks the ball over here to Christian Iulano. Iulano over to Glass. He has the shorty down to Mellor. Mellor over to Dillon. Dillon, as we see, trying to create some space there is White. And yard sale on the field. There's a stick down for Sale if they need it, but the ball is back into the middle. And WA will push the fast man break through Buckley. Buckley down the back. Kicks it to Cooper, and Cooper runs through X. Subs come on. Harrison Buckman. Buckman kicking the ball to Sadka. Sadka kicks it to Buckley. And the ball rotates again here for WAA. No score on the game so far. And ball coming for a dodge here. Looks to get around. Looks to fire. Just tangle of feet there. But no interference call. Good officiating there. Ball rolls in. Looks up. Good save there again. And great pick off here by Seb Hardis. Seb Hardis. This is his second transition. Looks there. Gives it. Just dropping the ball there was White. And the transition just peters out as Seb Hardis looks to get the ball back. And the subs will come on. That sub will be Lincoln Horgan. Horgan has White driving towards him. Kicks the ball to Horgan now. Horgan picked up the shorty there. Ball kicked back to Narby. Narby looks to go left. Gets into a shooting space. Fires up over the top. Backed up there by Mellor. And Jacob will bring the ball back in for Queensland. Mellor looks to take on his bigger defender. Ball passed over the top, but we're going to have a flag down here. And there'll be an interference call, I'd say. No, cross-check there. Called by Ricky. And Sadka will sit for a 1-minute penalty. WA will be man down here. Power play situation for Queensland. Can they open the scoring in this, what is a knockout for the 3-4 final? Tomorrow, winner goes through. Loser, well, they will finish their tournament, no doubt. Ball back up the top. And not what you want in a man-up situation to lose the ball. Good work there, body to be won. Great pick up by Donald Wild. Wild, great outlet. Finds Afiq Jackson. Jackson looks inside, tries to find the longie there in Ashby Farrell. And Farrell just loses the ball. Offside for WA. And the ball will come back. So penalty still on the play. So let's see if they can get into their power play. And let's see what they can run here. Ball down the back with Dylan. Dylan as the clock on the penalty runs out. Mellor steps in. Great save there by Reyes. Good foot save. And ball coming back the other way. Still 0-0 here in this game. And that might almost be a moving pick, and it will be called. Definite moving pick there. Wasn't stationary. And ball will turn over to Queensland. So both teams making errors here, and they're playing a bit of basketball, just going up and back. Oh, on the back corner is Luca Dillon. And Luca Dillon had an opportunity, might have worn one just down the shin there. But if it starts legal, it is legal. And that's a defender talking. Cristiano Ilano. Ball up to Barrett. Barrett got two. I don't know where that one was actually going, but it was in the night sky. And might have just got a little deflection there, because that missed the top of the goal by about 3 goals. Ball down the back corner with Mellor. Mellor looking to work against his short stick opponent. Barrett again with the ball, looking to go left. Gets around. Not there. Looks to get inside. Good defense. Oh, that one's gone even wider, but to the right of the post. And he needs to just get his sights adjusted in this timeout, as those balls did go high and wide. But they get to have a chat here as Timmy Keane just wants to have a bit of a chat about the offense down here. And no damage done as Queensland got the ball back. Again, still a 0-0 game here. No scorers yet. And a timeout is being had here. So just 34 seconds on the 34 seconds on the clock. And Mr. Ryan Sparks is upstairs on the mic and the camera. Sparksy, welcome.
Scotty and Tony, welcome. Thank you.
It's been a bit of a basketball game at the moment.
Oh, we're a tag team effort of making ALN work, and I just want to give a little extra shout out to you and Scotty and Shandell for absolutely keeping this machine going. You guys are doing an excellent job.
Mate, appreciate it, and it's always good to have the great man on board up there.
Oh, I wouldn't say great man.
Well, I mean,
I'm okay with the camera.
Yeah, but yeah, both teams just giving up opportunities by poor passes, as we see another one, and that'll be an over and back. Unfortunately, you can't take the ball in the your half and throw it back over. It doesn't quite count, but good try there from Jackson Close. Limited time left in here as the clock is on the field. Ball comes down the back. Can we get a score in the first quarter? Not like that. And that might be an over. No, good work there. Oh, that's all right by Mello. No, that was White. I saw the long locks there. A 0-0 game at quarter time, Sparksy.
Yeah, I think both teams just trying to get settled in tonight. Have you had a chance to speak to the Queensland crew much, Tony?
I had a bit of a chat to Timmy Keane, and he's always up and about, Tim. He loves coming in and coaching these sides. He's got a really young crew. There's obviously a few imports in there, shall we say. But
everyone needs a little help from an import every now and again, right?
Well, they do indeed, as we see through our state league competitions. And some of them stay, mate, and end up playing for Australia.
That's right.
They do.
Hopefully you show them a good enough time that they can't leave.
Yep. So, but yeah, Timmy Keane, he's been very positive this week. And I don't think he'll be upset with the 0-0 quarter.
No, not at all. And you're getting great goalie play out of their keeper in net as well, and also the WA crew. But I think it's great that there's these development sides, especially the WA side. It's probably the first time in my timeline that I've seen that happen for a nationals. And for the Queensland boys to get over and get some experience and have a bit of fun along the way, and hopefully get to know a lot of the other lacrosse community out there and maybe ask a few questions, maybe some tips and tricks from others is pretty helpful. Which is
exactly what this is about. And although the WA team did only go down by 2 goals to WA today.
Yeah, it's like the olden days with Australia A cricket and the Australian cricket team back in the 90s or whatever when they used to play. Yep. You always end up rooting for Australia A or WAA.
And I remember one very pivotal night there where Dave Warner played for Australia A and scored nearly 90 off about 12 balls.
And hopefully you're seeing the future stars of Western Australia through this little group here.
Absolutely. And Queensland, there's a few guys out here who played box earlier the year, so they're going to get better and better with the competition that's being had as WA pick up the ball there through Buckman.
And Buckman's just come off 4 years playing collegiately in the States, was also in the leadership group and captain of his side and killing it on the grades as well. So I think he had a wonderful time, and welcome back to Western Australia has.
Absolutely, and that helmet shining nicely in
that's that East Fremantle chrome.
Oh, watch out. It looks like the Terminator to me as the ball gets kicked out here to Martella. As I said, a lot of these guys I remember calling in the under-18 competitions over the last couple of years too, a lot of them. So there's a few young guys out there who are learning from these experiences. As the ball gets up the top here. As Martella looks down left, gets inside, pops. Oh, big save again from Beck. And outlet here to Tommy Barrett. Barrett, he, and this is what you love, isn't it? You love to see a goal scored off a good save, a keeper, but that one's going to get turned over potentially, although Barrett's going to have something to say about it, as Wild just sort of gives him a little bit of love down in the back corner, using that big frame of his, Donald Wild.
Yeah, it's good to have him back in the league. He obviously had an injury that kept him away from the league for about a year or so, but no, he's an excellent defender from Bayswater, can clear the ball and shoot as well.
Speaking of clearing the ball, Ashby Farrell trying to get up and over the halfway line a lot as Ashby gets inside. He doesn't mind shooting either, Ashby. And another big save there from Beck. That's about 4, just misses the outlet. Ground ball to be 1. Is 1. And Wild. The Longies want to play offense down here, Sparksy.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Seeing a shot from those blokes is not the funnest thing, so.
Well, I haven't seen Farrell get back over the halfway line yet. He likes his position down there. Just looking to go to the crease as we've got a whistle on the play here. And that will be for an offside, I believe, on Queensland. As the ball hit the deck, and we will...
We're just seeing Ashby mosey on back to the defensive end now.
He doesn't look like he wants to go back there. So, Ashby. And, nearly picked the pocket there, did the Queensland defender in Lachlan McLennan. Ball down the back. Harrison Buckman kicks the ball up to, how do you say that, Geragian?
Oh, gosh, you got me.
Okay, I'm sticking with Geragian. Ball up the top here to Jackson. Jackson fires. And, good shot. There's our first goal of the game. And it comes through the stick of Alex Halliday, who just runs that right-hand corner and got a piece of it, did the keeper in Beck, but off the body, ends up in the back of the neck. And Halliday with the first.
Yeah, just a nice little move, was able to get his shot off with a little bit of a screen in the way.
So, ball back into the centre. WA wins the ball out. Good face-off win there, but flicks out. Jacob Meller, he's picked it up. He is a Wanneroo Joondalup product, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So Jacob, I first saw Jacob playing box, and I reckon he scored 6 one day.
There you go.
Down in the National Box Championships.
He's got some luscious flow happening out the back there too.
Yeah, I'm not going to say, Sparksy, I'm jealous of it, but I am jealous of it. Once upon a time, I used to have to get haircuts. Ball with the attacker there in Glass. Kicks the ball down to Mellor. Mellor just trying to give himself room. Obviously plays against a lot of these guys as he tries to get around. Oh, slips over. Ball picked up well on the opposite side there as Jake Strawface gets the shot off. But unfortunately, everyone was in front of the cage and WA will be first on.
That's one of those coach killers there where you lose backup.
So... And I'm just watching Gillies getting fined, mate, for... steps inside. Wild just sending the crowd that way. 1 fake, 2 fakes. Donald Wild, get around it. Long stick goal.
Oh, I'm so glad I talked him up now. He's just gone and put a goal in his back pocket.
Donald Wild. Hey, I like the fake too, just quietly.
He was dancing.
Yes, so Wild gets the second one for... WA, and with no score in the first quarter, now WA out to a 2-goal lead through Halliday and Wild. Ball in the centre. So ball to be won, hits the deck, might be lying on it, and that could be a interference call, and will go the way of WA. Harrison Buckman picks the ball up. So one of yours down at East Freo, mate?
Yeah, just a great between-the-lines midfielder, does a ton of work for us, as you would say, ball taxi, but he's also a great defender and can split dodge and go down the alley and has a pretty decent bounce shot on him as well.
Nice.
And also just one of the nice blokes as well.
And that's, I'll tell you what, there's not too many bad blokes in lacrosse, just quietly. It's a real family sport.
That's right. His father, Buckman, also does a ton of work down at the club as well, so great family.
Yep. And ball steps inside, gets inside again. Oh, another. Don't know whether that came off the post or the keeper then, or was
keeper's gloves.
Keeper's gloves. Good save. As Beck, that's about number 5, I think, for him.
We've seen some pretty stellar goalie play throughout this entire tournament. If we could just talk the whole game about goalies, that'd be great. But
yep. Oh, that one's up and over the top. Can't give him that save because he didn't get anything on it, but he was covering it at least. Yeah, I'll tell you what, some of the goalkeeping over the last 3 days in the netminders has been absolutely unbelievable. And no Ryan Sparks to speak of in any of it.
Happily retired.
Happily retired.
I've had my turn. It's everyone else's turn.
As the ball comes back on cue to the Queensland keeper in Jeremy Beck. Beck out to Hardis. Hardis doesn't mind a run, and just sets him up though. That could almost be a hold with the hand on the back, but not picked up there. So the one-handed check with a hold with the hand on the back could have almost been a hold, but let him play, we say. And we're going to have a timeout here, charged to WA. So just not looking after your keeper when you're giving the ball to him with a bloke running at him, Sparksy.
Yeah, we need a little bit more communication, even from the far defensive guy, to say, hey, I'm the one open here. Don't pass that one.
Yeah.
We've got a defensive term. We usually just say the word over, which means don't pass it to me, pass it over me.
It means I don't want to touch the thing. Just get it out of here. But Beck did really well then. He rode the pressure and got the ball back up. WA turning it over, but so 2-0 is the score here, and we are just playing 12-minute quarters here in this game, I believe.
Just wrapping it up in the evening.
Which is good, but I'm looking forward to the next game actually. A little bit of international flair with New Zealand Select and the Australian under-20 women.
Very nice.
It's always good to see, again, those young superstars that are going to go and battle for our country in Hong Kong in August.
That's right. Hopefully it's a big week for them of chemistry building and sussing out how everyone's skill sets fit with each other, and wish them all the success over there.
Absolutely. Having played a couple of international yourself there, Sparksy, it's just an amazing thing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful experience, and hopefully you go into there thinking, I'm going to make really good memories out of this and try to just relax a little bit and enjoy the process. I know being a goalkeeper myself, if you're not the goalie in, then sometimes it can be harder. If you're the 4th or 5th person on the bench not getting a big look in, but you've got to be an absolute teammate to be able to get around everyone else and make sure that your side's going to get up and win.
Yeah, absolutely, and with the 20 women going over, you're only as good as your 20th player, and the better your 20th player is, the better you go.
Absolutely.
So ball down the back here. WA had a conversation looking for like a 1-4 here. Ball to be picked up. Hardis goes to, fire there from Max Sadka. And Sadka pushes that one to the left-hand side of the right post. And ball brought into play by Georgian. Looks inside. Oh, that's a great save. Another great save.
Yeah, we're seeing these goalies absolutely ball out tonight. And that one probably lost a little bit of angle in the shot.
Oh, a little bit of a love tap after the 2 nines just getting acquainted with each other. There in Drew Smith and Jack Cooper. Oh, open the other side, Jackson, and Jackson hits the bar. So can't see it in the lights, they're saying. Ball to be won on the deck. Georgian picks the ball up. Kicks the ball back up here to Buckman. Buckman has Jackson. Jackson just saying, let's settle it down a bit. I don't mind my match up here, and I might try and take him to the cooker given the opportunity. Nope. Thinks better of it with a long stick. which is a good thing as an attacker. Maybe don't take on the poles.
I think ultimately for this group, you've got to look for your matchups, right? And hopefully you're dodging against maybe the shorties or maybe the fourth pole, hopefully, or at least then moving your guy along.
Good inside roll there from Cooper. Picked up here by Close. Oh, that's a great outlet to Hardis. And Hardis with his third transition. Hardis, is he going to go himself? Yes, he is. Tink, tink, tink off the bar. Oh, Seb Hardis. But I love the fact that's his third transition down the field, Seb Hardis. And just found the pole. And we're going to have a offside call here. I'm wondering where the offside is there. I mean, I'm going to hear a whistle here, a legal procedure. As just getting sorted out here. And Timmy Kennedy all over it. And the ball will start there in the stick of Xavier Williams. Or Javier. The ball down the back. Kicks it over. Finds Sadka. And back up the top there to Martella. Martella. To Buckley. And Buckley spins it around once more. So the ball back down to Sadka. Sadka. One pass, two passes. And the ball's gone back to Buckley. But decides to come back to Martella. Martella looking to spin. Does get past. Slide comes. Great slide there from Estaclet. And fires. That one's over the top. And a flag is going to be thrown here for a late hit. I'm going to say that that might be an illegal body. Is a legal body. And we'll see who sits for that one. And that will be, is it Jackson, is that Close coming off? I think it's Jackson Close going to sit. Just working that out. As number 7 does sit for Queensland. So Jackson Close with the 1 minute illegal body for the late hit after the shot. No damage done to any party. And Jackson picks the ball up. Kicks it to Georgian. Down to Sadka. Sadka around the back here again to Jackson. Georgian. Back to Adam. Adam fires and fires it wide. Had some heat on it. You saw it in the night sky, just with a little bit of like the aircraft have there, Sparksy.
It was all a blur to me.
Yep. Jackson gets up the top. So running a 1-4 here are the WA guys looking to potentially run a rotation out the back. Ball looks up. No, they've stepped up out in the rotation. Looking good from Hardis and good save again from Beck. That had every right to go in. And the ball is on the deck. And Georgian will win that one. And we're going to have a whistle here. And we're going to get another timeout, are we, to WA? So it must be limited time in this second quarter. And a timeout called to try and get one last one there as Paul Fisher, the great man, just is going to have a chat to his offense. And Fish doing a marvellous job with these Western Australia A-boys, Sparksy.
Oh, that's right. How have they gone throughout the tournament, Tony?
So they've had a couple of defeats throughout the tournament. They played well against SA for the first half. As I said, the goalkeeper went coast to coast to score the first goal in that game, and Cody wasn't very happy. But they've been getting overrun in those second halves with those stronger state teams in Victoria, South Australia, and WA. But again, WA 2 goals today. They came off a really hard game last night. So this is a real test for them, and at the moment they're passing it.
Yeah, it was certainly a little different with the WA side rocking up this morning to play a sort of an easier game versus Victoria having to front up and then take on South Australia. And South Australia came out firing. Wasn't that a game?
Well, to be 5-1 up early, and young Williams, Kai, putting on a masterclass in the offensive end. But I tell you, the masterclass was the MVP in Jackson Stock, and WA going to have to come up with something for that tomorrow.
Yep, it's going to be a big one.
So, ball back up the top. Adam Jerajian kicks it to Max Sadka. Sadka looks to give it back. Ball pops over here to Cooper. Cooper will just get the ball down there to Jackson. Jackson looking to get his short stick to, and he might get it back here in a minute. I reckon next time it gets down the bottom here, Jackson will get the ball and he will go on this shorty. No, not even going to give it to him. Okay. Ball up with Jerajian. Jerajian taking on the other shorty here in Iulano. Ball comes down the back. Flicked up to Sadka. Sadka looks in. Not there. There's the pass on the shorty. Slide is coming a long way, and that's going to be a flag. Got him high, and we're going to find, I think, Seb Hardis might be sitting for a minute for a either a legal body or a high cross check, but it's going to be an illegal body, and well picked up by the black and whites there. So man up opportunity, limited time, clock is on the field, and they're just going to hold the ball here, and they will start the second half with the ball. Time just about to run out here in the first half with WA leading 2-0, and 6 seconds we're hearing. He's just doing trick sticks down there, down the back corner is Harrison Buckman. And we've got a 2-0 game at half-time between WA8 and Queensland. And the goal scorers out there so far, we had Halliday and Wild with the longie. And we might just take a quick break here so I can rest my voice up a little bit, to be honest. So we'll see you back very shortly on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And third quarter action here. Just started. Sorry, a bit late back to the mic there. Ball with Jackson just throwing the ball out, and that's going to be a Queensland ball. No, pointing the other way was Ricky. Confused me a little. Ball down the back. WA, penalty released. And they're in an even situation here. WAA. Jackson gets the ball. Kicks the ball back down the back there to Buckman. Buckman up to Sadka. Sadka to Martella. And round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Ball back up the top here to Martella. Martella looks down. Good flick. Good ball movement here. Ball over to Cooper. Cooper looks to drive his man. Looks up the top. Sadka looks to go right. Good pick. Good inside roll. Oh, Sadka steps in. Finds a 5-hole. And Maxi Sadka getting on the board for WAA. Opens the scoring in the third quarter. Good move there from Sadka. And out to a 3-0 lead here from Max Sadka. And ball back into the centre. Ball being set. Face off to be had. And just going the roll there as Spencer Drinkle picks the ball up. And under pressure, that might be a Ward. They're calling for a Ward as Jackson Close missed the ball. Ball back into the centre. Looks to take it over. Ashby Farrell. He doesn't mind getting down on the offensive end. Ashby, ball fired up and over the top there.
And what's important about that, though, Tone, is Ashby then draws a defender all the way into the crease, which creates the space up top for the guy to then grab that sweep and hopefully have a good shot on net.
Absolutely. And you saw Buckley just almost like following into that hole, didn't you?
That's right.
So defenders are my favourite people running into offence. And even when I was coaching, if I got 3 points out of my defenders in a game, we probably won more games than we lost.
Oh, that's what we've been speaking a lot about at East Freo this year, is hopefully getting 1 to 2 goals a game, either an assist or a goal from a pole, because they're such big team builders. They really get the boys up and about, and they're bonus goals, they're extra goals.
They are indeed. Yep, always had that in my arsenal, Sparksy, as a coach. Give me 3 points from my long poles, and I'm going to win more games than I lose. So, ball. But you've got to create great transition ideology with that and allow them to just be themselves. And sometimes they're going to make mistakes down there.
And that's why it's always important to focus on your long stick skills as well.
Absolutely.
Those boys should be training and doing just exactly the same as all the other boys in the stick skills categories, so they can feel equipped to be able to go down and score.
Yeah, when you think about how many times they actually touch a ball and throw a ball, the long stickers in a game, it's sometimes not very often.
That's right.
As we see Beck just coming up. Has Beck got a coast-to-coast in him? I'd love to see a coast-to-coast goal here from a goalie tonight.
Oh, those tracky pants tell me otherwise.
Oh, no, set him up again. He's going to have to go now. He'll be
I'm going to eat my words, aren't I?
Oh, here we go. Looks down the bottom corner, and we'll say that was a purposeful pass down to his teammate there in glass. Good work there again from Beck. I think it scared him actually when he got over the halfway line.
And it does to all of us.
He didn't look too comfortable.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Oh, there we go. One against it. Mitch White from about 13 metres. Cuts in, just sets his feet. Nothing better than an over-the-shoulder shot down low.
I think that one might have caught Travis Wolf a little bit off guard from how far out it was.
And a goal there to Mitch White. One on the board for Queensland. 3-1 game. So back into the centre we go. Hey, we'll mark that one down to Jeremy Beck, I reckon.
Yeah, good clear.
Can't give him an assist, but great work. So ball to be won on the deck. And Queensland have these moments. There'll be an interference call here again. As another call made, and the Queenslander there in Christian Iulano was none too pleased about losing the ball there. Ball up here with Martella. Martella will kick the ball over now to Buckman. Buckman to the goal scorer, Sadka. Back up the top. And we start again, Buckman. Just being the general down there is Buckman. And the ball down the back to Georgian. Straight over to the goal scorer, the first goal scorer of the match there. As Buckman looks to do some work against the shorty. Just getting to a position, nice cut coming off there, great cut in fact. But just timed it a little wrong, ended up behind the cage, and that's just been thrown over the cage.
Had some good heat on that right-hander coming up from X there.
Well, we've seen plenty of goals scored in that situation, Sparksy, up in those top corners from all teams coming around there. As the ball is kicked back up the top here, Sadka. He's got one, he wants another one. He's going hard at it, but he should have just probably kept the stick up above the head there. As he dropped it, he loses the angle when he fires it, and it goes straight across the face of goal. But picked up there by Halliday. Halliday looking to use his body. Great work there, actually flag on play, and that's going to go up and over. Tell you what, if I'm walking behind there, Sparksy, I'm watching.
Oh, I think that fella didn't even know what was happening then.
Tell you what, he wouldn't have known if it had hit
Probably
him.
the best way to live.
And a flag on the play, and that's going to go against, who's that going against? Christian Iulano.
I think, Tone, with the dodging, what we want to see is guys dodge at an angle and then dodge towards the cage. What we're seeing is a lot of guys going down the alley and decreasing their angle.
Absolutely, Sparksy. They're getting to that point where they're below that 45, and then they roll their hands down under their hips. That shot is always going to go across the cage.
And that's where you should be kicking it to the X guy, and then hopefully there's a couple of cutters trailing you or cutting through the crease where that X guy can now feed to.
Yep, or better still, kick it the other side and rotate the ball pass, and then dodge again.
That's right.
As the ball is going to trickle out of bounds there, maybe. No, kept in well. Hardis, good body, Hardis on that. Saw the guy coming in from out of bounds. Hardis, he's already had a couple of big carries. This is number 4. He looked like he wanted to shoot last time he got down there, and he's not going to get an opportunity for this one as Hardis brings it out. I'll tell you what, he's doing a power of work between the lines, is Seb Hardis.
Absolutely. Great decision there to pull that one out as well, and he's just played a little bit of D, so you want to take a little bit of a rest.
So, well, he hopes his offense can reward that effort. Great effort on the back corner to pick the ground ball up in a hard ball contest, and then to get that transition ball. Looks inside, not there. Ball kicked up to Glass. Glass fires it, but Trav all over that one. And,
yeah, I absolutely don't mind that shot either. That's a great 45. We've seen Mitch Baker sting one from that the other night, Friday night. Maybe just a little bit of a level change.
Great outlet from Trav Wolf. Hits his long stick defender, who just kicks it down to the offensive player and heads back over. That was a great outlet there from Trav Wolf, mate. You one of those, again, young WA prodigies.
Yeah, he's a great kid too, and has really shot through the ranks of juniors and is just finding his feet at the senior level. But I think as far as Tim Kennedy's been telling me this year, he's having his best year to date. Phoenix are struggling a little bit this season with numbers, but Travis certainly standing on his head most weeks.
Well, the great thing about keepers is, gets in. That's a great, did we get a flag on the play? No, let him play. Copped a bit of heat there, did Cooper, but ends up getting in front of the cage. Not much keepers can do. They save about 1 out of 10 of them when you're in front of the cage. And if you're doing that, you're probably a great goalkeeper from that position. And Jack Cooper taking it out to a 4-1 lead, sorry. Yeah, I saw Travie. I remember Travie, he went down in the under-18s and SA beat them at East Fremantle in a golden goal. And I thought he'd had a fantastic tournament. And I remember sending him a private message as we see another goal there. Just saying to keep your head up. You know what? Right. Someone has to win and someone has to be on the other end of it. And I said, if it comes down to one shot like that, then the rest of the team hasn't done their job.
Yeah, he's one of those specky goalies who can pull off those incredible saves and get the crowd pumped. He's only going to get better with time and just more senior years in him. He's going to be a great goalie.
So another goal there from Halliday. And thanks to Gilly for watching that, as I was watching something totally different. Sometimes I do that. Thank the bench for that. He's got the headset. Oh, sorry, Gilly's getting messages from the bench. That's how good Gilly is. Might have been a loose ball push there, but let him play. Jackson close to that. Let him play. Ball off a yellow foot at the moment. Still off yellow. Still off yellow. And great pickup. As that's a great pickup from a long stick there. Wow, Henry Simmons. Tell you what, looked like he had a shorty. And Simmons will come off. No, we'll head back over the defensive line. I'll tell you what, if you come on for limited minutes and get a ground ball like that, Sparksy, you could almost hang your hat on that.
That's why you play the game, right? You want to dig in and get a hard ball get, and that's what he did.
I'll tell you what, that
stepping over his man along the way.
That was a great ground ball. I'm not going to lie. And we were right close to that at ground level. It was a big contest.
Oh, I'm not sure who the poor Queensland bloke was that was picking up the ground ball and just knowing that you're going to cop a humongous check from a pole.
He did wear it well, didn't he? But WA seemingly in control here. WAA, nearly a ward, wasn't it?
Oh, great location.
Great shot there from Jackson. Just on the offside knee there of Beck. And Beck just getting that left foot out there to think that he got that, but that was a good shot.
Yeah, perfect location. The textbook, what you should teach all attackmen, shoots to the off-stick hip. Goalie's hardest spot to get to unless you're fluky.
So out to a 6-1 lead here is WAA. Ball being set again. And a great win in the face-off there. Kicks the ball back into the middle. And McGregor Allen gives the ball down to his offense. I actually don't have a number 28 on here. Is that Brody Major? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Sorry, I don't have 28 on my sheet. So, but he's doing a great job in face-off, and that one's up and over. And as we see the under-20 Australian girls just lining up behind the cage, and Seb Hardis goes the outlet to the. Oh, that wasn't a great outlet though, was it? And flicked over. Good. Looks down the bottom. Oh, there's something we love to see. A good quick stick. And Halliday with another one. That's his third for the night. And 2 in a row from Halliday. But a great, not a great decision there with that. He saw the guy coming on the bench. Didn't see the guy coming on for WAA. Transition, kicked it down. But good look there too from Cooper. Unselfish play to give it to Halliday. And Halliday, I love a little quick stick.
That was a slap shot.
It's they're hard to save, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, you're sort of going pipe to pipe there, trying to track where it's going to go, and then a little underhanded quick stick is very strange.
It is.
But finished it well.
Did. Ball down the bat and picked up there. As he's got to watch his back and does watch his back. McGregor Allen. Ball down and just starting to a little BTB there as Jack Cooper showing a little bit of party trick there. Just beat his man gets past the keeper and just a little BTB. And Cooper getting the goal there. And we're going to have a timeout to Queensland here, as Timmy Keane wouldn't appreciate that. Just starting to get away here.
Yeah, good
WA8.
strategy. Nice. You want to be able to stop the run, hopefully, and then pull your guys' heads in and say, hey, let's refocus here. Let's try and get back to basics and winning the ball out of the middle, because the ball hasn't gone on to their offensive end for a little while here.
And just playing a lot of defence. So pivotal timeout for Queensland. And the first of the third term for them. I must say, in all the years that I've either coached against Timmy or commentated when he's playing, he loves to use his timeouts, does Timmy Keane.
Oh, why not? You got them. They're free.
Yep. As I said.
Give the boys a water. Give them a G up a little bit. And hopefully bring a bit of positivity into it. Yeah. No timeout sprays.
And if you don't have one, or if you do have one left, call a stick check, because you get a free one, even though they can't come onto the field.
No, I wouldn't mind a little stick check. Let's make it interesting. Get the refs their money's worth.
Just to see if they have been keeping up with the stick requirements. Always good to keep them on their toes, the officials. Ball coming back into the centre here. And Spencer Drinkle will take this.
And he's off.
Okay. Just waiting for them. I don't know that I would have just said right, set, and it would have been a Queensland ball there. They waited for him to get down. And ball, good foot in lanes there. Ball to be won. Ball flicked down. Jackson Close, he'll be the first to it as a free ball is called. Good pick up there. And that's Mitch White. He's now playing with a long stick. He's got his one goal and then headed back into defence.
A true utility.
You don't mind having a couple of them in your side who can just at the drop of a hat give you a bit of extra strength where you need it.
I always usually like to say, put me in offence, coach, but I never get the call up.
They don't get you down there.
No.
I can tell you I've played with a lot of goalies, Sparksies, who started as attackers, and there's a lot of them are very good attackers. I have one in my family who was an attacker once upon a time. And I think he finished his career with 9 and 6 before I put him in the goals. Oh, shot had, and that'll be three-quarter time. That one snuck on me too. Yeah, I've played with a lot of good keepers over the years who actually started their careers in attack. Couple out of Burnside in Kim Martin and Dom Kildare. Dom was a great left-handed attacker, as Kim Martin had probably one of the fastest righty shots I've ever been the pleasure of getting hit in the back of the head with while I'm cutting, and I gave him the ball and he's pinged it, and it ended up, I woke up wondering why I was on the ground.
Geez. Hey, speaking of fastest shots, who's got the fastest shot at the tournament so far, you reckon?
Oh,
just from your ground level eyes.
Ground level, Woody was shooting bullets last night.
Matt Wood from Western Australia.
Oh, bloody oath.
Yep.
He had some pace in there. Although the zinger from Baker on the 45 here.
Zinger from Baker, yeah. I've seen both of those blokes shot, and I'm not very happy with them.
He was pretty good last night too. There's a couple of the young SA boys. Name's skipping me now.
I wish we had the speed gun out here to be able to clock a few of them.
Yeah, I've actually got one at home, and I used to take it out to trainings, and it was quite surprising who shot the ball quickest.
Do you know, in the lead up to the last Worlds, 2023 Worlds, we had training in Western Australia, and Jordan Gillespie in the tryout process, we were doing the speed gun, and he clocked at 163 kilometres an hour.
Wow. And you know what I did notice about Jordan last night? He shot the ball down at someone's feet. I hadn't seen that before.
Well, he certainly lets them fly, and you've got to be able to take your shots to get a few goals, and by God, he got the winner last night, didn't he?
I mean, the reaction time for a keeper on a shot at 163 kilometres an hour.
Well, you're not getting that in the game. That's a little training run, but
Yeah.
you can imagine that the shot speeds under lights as well is a little bit more difficult.
Yep. But, yeah, Jordan, look, great attacker is Jordan Gillespie. And ball just thrown down at the feet there. So fourth quarter action here. Hardest. Is he going to go for a run or is he going to kick the ball up to Mitch White? Mitch White was by himself then. He's still by himself. I'd probably use him now. And Mitch White needs to get given the ball. Does get given the ball, and off he goes. So Mitch White, can he get a goal with a shorty and a longie?
I'm hearing the entire bench down here on the crowd on my side saying, pole goal, pole goal.
Well,
egging the boys on.
How many times in any game would have you seen a guy shoot a shorty goal and then swatch to a longie and get a longie goal in the same game?
No, I can't remember.
Oh, that's an interesting shot there from Escalet. Didn't really have his feet set and able to put much power in that as he came around the corner. Good work there from Wild.
Tony, what's the Queensland local club scene like?
I believe they play a fair bit of sixes up there, mate, just due to numbers. So I know that they... that's not missed by much, actually, there. Yeah, look, they're limited. I mean, you go back in the day, I know when I first played my lacrosse back in 1987, which will tell you how old I was, 86, 87, you know, Queensland were a powerhouse. So were New South Wales, and over the years, they've just dropped off. I remember going to national championships and watching New South Wales win junior championships. Oh, here we go, and this is one I wanted to watch. Farrell steps down. Farrell looks to go inside, just about going too fast for himself there was Ashby. Out, and another shot there from Cooper, had some heat in it. Yeah, so look, they're certainly trying to get something going up there. There's been a lot of work done up in Queensland. I think the greatest thing that could happen, mate, is we get to the Olympics in Los Angeles, and then they go to Brisbane Olympics, and lacrosse stay in, because there'll be a few people at that point who go, wow, I want to play this.
You think the introduction of sixes is only going to grow the fan base? New eyes, fresh eyes to the sport, especially with the Olympics. It's a pretty exciting time, and for the guys in Queensland and then all the young kids around Australia, it should be, I want to be an Olympian now. Yeah,
well, you think, you know, and over the years I've gone out and done school, you know, training, and you go out there and do these little clinics. And all of a sudden you might pick one up, might pick two up, you mightn't pick any up. As soon as it became an Olympic, or it was signed off as an Olympics, I went and did one out at Blackwood, I think it was, with Marilyn. Oh no, I can't. No, actually it was Goodwood with Sturt. And every kid out there went, it's an Olympic sport, so I can be an Olympian. And I think we ended up getting 6 out of that one clinic.
That's right. There you go. And this is the guys out here at the moment, the youth out here at the moment, they should be eyeing for the Olympics, hopefully.
Oh, absolutely. So if you are watching live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network, you could be watching the next potential Olympian running around here at Wanneroo Joondalup Lacrosse Club. As Martella tries to be one of those, kicks it there to Buckman, and Buckman will fire the ball around. Currently a 9-1 game here. And looking to get inside, just kicks it to Adam Geragien, and that's a cracker.
I was just about to interrupt you saying, oh, those are some slick stick skills at X there, and then all of a sudden he pulls out that shot to the upper 90.
And that's Adam Geragien's first goal, but he's done it in style. That was right. We were right behind that, and Sparksy, you would have been all over that with the camera.
I was fumbling around. I had a pretty good angle.
Yeah, just on that offside hip.
Yeah, but it's the ability to be able to cradle real quick. I think he had his grip quite low on the stick there, almost like Brendan O'Neill-esque.
Yep.
And was able to whip that one up top.
As we had a break there from WA.
And what I love is the low to high as well. A little bit of change of plane.
Who was the fastest shot in the world you ever saw?
Oh, I didn't see any of them, Tony. So I couldn't tell you which one was fast enough. I think Brendan O'Neill definitely had one of the fastest shots I'd seen, but Tom Shriver as well. Like he stung one on me against the US, and that was just absolute heat.
Yeah.
And he also just runs in as well. It's not like it's a standing shot.
Yep.
He's sprinting in towards the goal and shooting as well. So that adds another extra layer of pace on it.
Absolutely. You know, those guys that stand and plant and shoot, but when they're on the run and they can do that. So if Shriver's watching this live stream, mate, we'll give him a shout out, shall we? And just say Sparksy says, yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah. But this is where they started, right here. You know, they're no different. They learnt their craft and ended up heading over through the college system and go on to play for their country. And, you know, unlike other sports in this country, which get a lot of talk about, where you can't play for your country, this is certainly one of them. Ball down here with the S to collect. And Wild just picks his pocket. And Donald Wild already has one. Oh, he's got his teammate there in Farrell. Oh, just missed the... Farrell's still there. Good hit. Farrell's just sitting out the back here. He's going to get this ball and get to put a shot here in a minute. If they kick the next one... Oh, did they call a timeout?
Yeah, it's been a timeout. Fisher's not happy seeing that many poles in offense.
I was going to say,
I've had enough of this. We're having a timeout.
No sense of theatre right there has Ashby Farrell. All they needed to do was 2 passes, and he was stepping down for a shot. And he wasn't even having to move his feet. But Fish says, nope, not in my team, you're not. And 10-1 is the score. And can't be too long left in this fourth quarter. About 7 minutes we're hearing. And as the bench manager, that looks like Shane Abbott, bringing out the bucket of drinks. He does a good job of that, Shane. Just keeping the officials hydrated as the great man Tim Kennedy just comes over to make sure that they're all well hydrated. Timmy likes the duty of care, doesn't he?
Oh, Timmy's a wonderful ambassador to the game of lacrosse and is obviously reaching a lot of heights now with the reffing. Was a star attackman and face-off man back in his day.
And he's currently carrying an ankle which he rolled out the back and didn't look like he was going to get up at all. But
I thought you were about to say he's currently carrying the ALN, which he's doing as well.
I mean, he does that. We're just mere mortals, along with Scotty Gill, obviously, who I found out this week is very talented.
Just the smoothest attackman you've seen.
Is he not? I like the little flick shot he tried to win the game with today. Just didn't quite come off.
Oh, throw him under the bus.
No, well, he did say to me that he probably should have picked it up and popped it over the shoulder. But you know what? Why let that sense of theatre go? If that had flicked in, I would have probably gone up myself as the scrap man when I played. Oh, little flick up. Oh, this could work. Oh, just shut down well there by the defence. They're the ones as keepers you don't like. The ball gets flicked up, not where it's meant to go, and it goes into the attacker's stick, and next minute he steps in. And that was, I'm going to say, ambitious at best for Buckley. So ball with the hat-trick goal scorer there in Halliday. Halliday moves the ball, and the ball will head to the left-hand side. Ball kicked down the back. Looks to roll in. Oh, nice little save there again. Good shot, though. Good quick movement by Javier Williams. And the ball is in the back of the net.
How'd that end up there?
I have no idea. The officials aren't. Okay. That is that a broken stick, is it? Okay, long stick, broken stick. They get expensive, the long sticks in a broken stick. And worse than that, he'll have to come around and get it. Because they just put it on the back corner and they say, come and run.
That stick's gone. That's to the crowd.
Run 250 metres.
That's to the crowd now.
To come and get your stick. I don't know who that's to either. But I'll tell you what, the crowd getting a ball as well. So now they have a stick and a ball. No, throwing it back. Buckman will pick the ball up and kick it over there to Farrell. Farrell, I've called him a lot in the offense at the moment. Ashby Farrell.
Ashby Farrell's a great community man, is able to sponsor the community sports show in Western Australia. So Noel Nolsey Johnston takes his van around and live streams local sports, and he's big in the West Australian scene. Is able to do a game, or almost a full day, Saturday, Sunday, of men's and women's lacrosse. And Ashby Farrell's a wonderful sponsor and helps support him get to all the games, and kitted him out with a nice van that he's able to live stream from.
Oh, there you go. See, the gift that keeps on giving. Ashby Farrell. Hats off, and no goal in the crease. And we're going to have a flag here anyway for a late hit, I believe. Or it might have been a legal body. A crease infringement. So that'll be a simultaneous penalty, won't it? No? Yep, that'll be simultaneous. So 1 minute penalty, I'd say, for an illegal body, and a 30-second for the crease infringement. So that'll be a 30. Person with the most penalty minutes is the late hit or illegal body at 1 minute. So the ball will stay with WA, even though they will be down and will be 5-all. So one of those unusual things in our game, that when there are simultaneous penalties, so the late hit had, but the crease infringement. So, and it is basically comes down to who is serving the longest penalty. And in this case, there's a 30-second and a 1 minute, which is why WA have the ball. 10-1, the score. So 5-man on 5-man, and now the penalty is released for WA as Halliday comes on the park, and they are now in a power play situation. Goes to their 1-4. Looks from Jerajian. Jerajian looks down the bottom.
Just a little bit unorganised there, a little bit of free ball going on, but the ball movement's been good.
Oh, good save from Beck, and that's going to be in the crease as well. And that'll be an advantage there to Queensland. Queensland looks out the other side. Great pass again there from the keeper. I've been really impressed with Beck as Conway gets the ball, loses the ball, and picked up there from Buckman.
Beck's certainly getting his money's worth travelling over to West Australia to see a ton of shots this weekend.
I mean, I did once say that, you know, when the, and yourself, Sparksy, when you're growing up and you see lots of shots, it's the only way goalies get better.
Yeah, 100%. You think you maybe touch the ball, you know, the average maybe 12 saves a game maybe, and think about that. You've just touched the ball 12 times apart from a clear.
Yep. And good hold there from Clancy Buckley. Buckley's still going, and Buckley's still going. Oh, tell you what, I won't lie, Sparksy. If that goes in, I'm checking that stick.
Yes, absolutely. Use that.
I know.
Use that stick check.
I know we're at that time, and I know people don't like it. But great save there from Beck. And another one. And he puts it out the front here, but that's going to be a contest here. Mellor picks the ball and tiptoes the sideline, but unfortunately goes just to the right side of it. So got to get within out of 5 metres. And Wild again finds himself down in the offence. So WA are in attack again. Queensland not getting the chance to play too much offence at the moment, as it's been all WA, and there can't be too long left in this game. 2 minutes we're sort of hearing.
So a little preview to tomorrow then, Tony. That means West Australia will be facing off against a bit of battered and bruised and sick Victorian side.
Yep. And I don't know whether that's just the bodies or the egos, but there is they'll be playing off in a 3-4 final as WA, and I guarantee you Victoria will come out with something to prove too.
Yeah, and you'd have to think it's a big occasion for these young West Australian A side.
Oh, good save again.
They want to be able to put their best foot forward and play a real big game against a strong Victorian side.
Absolute quality outfit in that Victorian side. And if you look on paper, I mean, there is plenty of talent. There is plenty of talent in that. But mind you, as I said, they have had some illness and some injuries.
It's unfortunate with a camp like this when you're in close quarters for a little while and a little bug goes around the team, and then you had a couple of injuries as well. But that's the tournament of lacrosse. That happens, and you've got to be able to have a deep side that can perform.
So Wild getting the ball back in, looks up. Oh, there's an outlet the other side there to Jackson, just didn't use it. Decides to settle it down. Yeah, so what an occasion tomorrow, playing off in a bronze medal game for WAA against, probably the best competition that they will have faced to date.
And you want to be able to play big in the big games, right? These boys should be able to get a lot of confidence from this evening, only allowing the one goal at this stage. And then hopefully tomorrow they'll be able to put a few in the back of the net and make it a good game. Finds
Narby. Narby passes it down, and that's probably been the story of Queensland tonight.
Yeah, the stick skills and that. It's a big step up once you get under the lights here in a big game against West Australia A.
So, and stay tuned with us because we will have Australia A under 20 girls up against the New Zealand select side. Here he goes again. Little flick up and he keeps running. There's an opportunity still here for him. And there's 7 seconds we're hearing on the clock. And a shot. Is there a late shot here? Looks in. That one's in the back of the net. And there will be a loose ball push on that. But that will be game over. And WAA run out 10-1 winners here over Queensland in what was probably a really good hit out for both sides, but WAA coming to play the Victorian men tomorrow. They will be not disappointed in that defensive effort for them. Those long sticks getting down the field. And we will have the MVPs for this game after that. What are your thoughts on MVPs, Sparksy? Did you see enough up there, or are you concentrating too much on the camera?
It'd be pretty hard to go past you're a keeper. I mean, in games like this, they do see a lot of the shots, and he certainly stood on his head for a lot of them.
He did indeed. And on the WAA side, who did you saw a few of the boys out there running around?
Oh, hard to tell. I'll let you pick that one, Tone.
Well, I'm going to say there was a bit of work done across the field. I didn't mind Farrell's game, and I didn't mind Donald's Wild's
Yeah, Donald Wild, I think.
game.
Yeah. Let's go Donald Wild.
Donald Wild for me. Yeah, I think Cooper was good down in the offense and Halliday and Jackson, but where it really mattered was in the defensive end, keeping a team to 1 goal. And Wild and Farrell certainly did their job down there, as did the keeper, even though they didn't see too many shots. To only let 1 in a game, you're pretty happy with. So as the 2 teams just get around their cheers.
And so what's on the cards for Queensland then tomorrow? Is that tournament wrap tonight then? Or?
So I believe so. There's only 5 teams in the men's competition, so they'll finish 5th. As the Queensland girls will play in a 5-6 game tomorrow, and that will be against New Zealand Select. The under 20 Australian girls will come up against the SA girls, who going down 2 games in golden goal.
Oh, it's rough, isn't it?
What a tournament.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point, Tony. What a tournament. A lot of overtime games, a lot of close competition. What more could you ask for?
Well, if I could have written a script as the commentator, mate, I would have had every game as a golden goal.
No, too stressful for me as a goalie, Tony. I don't want that. But, you saw the stellar play from Cody and Stoikis in that game today.
Yeah, and that could have gone
so many
either
overtime
way.
Saves, and you think that's a hell of a lot of pressure to be able to put on your keeper. And
Yep, absolutely. So as the MVPs will be, the guys will line up here. And Queensland just having a chat about their week, I'd say, so far, or weekend. But stay tuned to the Australian Lacrosse Network because we have another game coming up after this. And I don't know, I just love watching the gel of this under-20 women's side. I'm a little invested in it.
a proud father, as you should be.
But it's certainly a... you know what? It's just this work in progress, and it's like they're heading towards this goal, and they're going to get better and better and better the more they play with each other. And
That's
we've
the best
seen
part, is that you've got this communal group of people coming together to get that goal of going over there and getting a medal. Training together, you put on all the blood, sweat and tears for this, and it's nice to see the hard work put in by your teammates as well, and that should gear you up. And this group should only get bigger and better and stronger out of this weekend, and hopefully put in a good performance tonight and then tomorrow.
And better than that, mate, I'm going to Hong Kong to sit in 36-degree weather.
Very nice.
And a bit of a boys' trip with Cody to go and watch George. So
that's brilliant.
I'll tell you what, I'm really looking forward to
How good's
heading
a
over.
lacrosse trip, eh?
I mean, I went to the Worlds in San Diego.
How good's a lacrosse trip?
You know, it's there is nothing better than getting to a World Games, and do yourself a favour at some point if you have never done it. Just book your flights.
I'm going as a spectator next time. I want to go to the Olympics, right?
Yep.
That it should be your
Mate,
first one. Let's go to the Olympics.
I'll come with you. Hopefully, mate.
Yeah.
We can get on the.
One of the best experiences from San Diego was seeing Jay just over there to your left.
Yep.
He was obviously the alternate goalie in our side and put in a ton of work with the boys. And then as soon as that whistle was blown for those blokes, he went straight to the stands and had a blast of a time. You'd see him on TV hooting and hollering. And he was a big character for us in the stands, and it was always really nice to be able to see that green and gold support. So
it was.
If you can get on a touring tour, get on it.
I sat next to him a couple of times over in San Diego.
Got your ear chewed off.
I don't think he remembered. Seeing me over there. Obviously, the heat must have been.
Oh, he would have been that bright red. How could you miss him? But he's one of the good blokes too.
He is.
Obviously a very talented keeper, and
yeah,
he'll be in the mix for the next one.
Absolutely. And but those experiences, isn't it, for him? Going over, travelling as a touring team.
Yeah. It should be the best. Some of the best memories of your life. Being able to play high-level competition, test yourself, but also be there amongst friends and family and enjoy another cultural experience.
As the MVPs and coaches come together, Timmy Keane and Paul Fisher. Again, they do. You know what? They do a lot for lacrosse. These boys have been around a while, and you know I've had the pleasure of coaching against them, and they're just, you know, they're all about lacrosse and all about development of lacrosse.
Development. That's it. And this under-20 side going to Hong Kong. What's the lead up for that, Tony?
So lead up from here, they'll play this tournament. They normally have the STX in July, but being so close to travelling in August the 6th, they leave for Japan. They're going to have a camp over in Melbourne, I believe.
All right, listen up, guys. I'm talking into a microphone. Because we're all going to turn that way and smile. There you go. That's why I'm talking to a microphone. West Australia A, thank you so much for playing and coming out and making a game. It's really good. I'm sure you worked your asses off, worked hard this morning, right? Playing against the other team. The score depicted that. Queensland, I am proud of you guys. I'm going to get emotional, so I'm going to stop there, right? But I'm really proud of the way every one of these guys put in this week and the way they worked together and the way they kept their heads high. So, what can you ask? MVP for WA is Brody.
Brody Major with the
Queensland. Thanks a lot. I think first half showed you so much heart and spirit. I know it scared us a lot, and we really had to step up our game, which is fantastic. Thanks for coming all the way over. To everyone who's jumped in and helped you guys, it's fantastic. We've got to get it stronger for the next couple of years, so stay strong and we can get there. To our guys, today was pretty emotional for a lot of us for many reasons. You want to be very, very proud because, mate, and especially you guys from Wembley, be very, very proud of the way you handled yourself. So, great. Guys, one more. We've got one more tomorrow. MVP for Queensland, ran all day, number 10, Seb.
And Seb Hardis getting that one. He had about 5 good hard carries up the field. So Seb Hardis getting the MVP for Queensland. And Brodie Major, who was number 28, who was taking the face-offs there with the MVP for WAA. And we might just start to wrap it up here so we can get ready for the next game. Brian Sparks, thanks for doing the camera and being on the cans, mate.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
To Scotty Gill, thank you very much as always, mate. We'll be back very shortly. Until the next time the sticks are swinging, my name has been Tony Watts. We'll see you soon.